Oh, you know what? I'm not completely ready yet. Hold on one second. I have to fix like everything. Actually, I have to turn this on. Is that too bright?
No.
And I have to zoom in. Move it. Okay. That red bag right there is yours. That's why it's there.
That's my bag?
That's your bag. It's been there for like,
Why is that my bag?
I don't know what's your bag, but that's your bag that you've left here. And it has like documents or some stuff in it, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I think I need to
remember
zoom
it was
out.
mine, but I thought.
I need to zoom out some. Because, yeah, I do need to zoom out a little bit. There.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. And I'm going to go like this. That's better. Okay. Hello.
So are we really on now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Can you guys hear us? I hope so. Hello. Okay. Brandon said that we're good now, so that's good. Hello. Hi. Welcome to 2022.
2022. What's happened in 2022?
Well, in case anyone was wondering, I have become sick. I have been working a lot on my anxiety, and I've been meditating every day and journaling.
Wow.
And doing all kinds of things. However, that does not mean that when I get emails where I perceive someone's tone is incorrect, that it doesn't give me pause.
I just read that email and I didn't think the tone had an issue.
Well, I think it did.
That's where we differ.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we talked,
I'm like, I feel like that person was trying to scold me when they did not respond to my email when I sent it last week and they were a week late. And at that point, I feel like you need to be apologetic and not try to be scolding.
I didn't take it as scolding.
I did.
What I took it as a faculty member who probably
isn't good at communication.
Who probably gets all kinds of inquiries and in an anticipatory fashion probably answers things that he think might be coming. Well, what did blah, blah, he anticipates it and then gives the whole whatever.
And then
I don't think you appreciate it. Well,
I said no.
I actually understand that because I sometimes, in an attempt to not have a constant back and forth, I will, give me a minute and I'll explain the parameters of what's going on, and hopefully that handles.
Well, yes, and you can come across as terse in emails. So
I can.
Yes. So, and I mean, I don't know you. I mean, I'm saying I know you. If someone didn't know you, I do understand them being like, well, you know what? This isn't working for me.
Well, perhaps I leave people with the same kind of irritated response, that like you had, but
yeah.
That's me trying to be as thorough as I can be so that I don't have to keep having a back and forth with you.
And you know what? It's fine. I'm fine now. I'm fine. It's fine.
Good.
It's fine.
Good.
So, oh my God, what was I going to say?
Well, what I liked hearing was that you were meditating and journaling and all of that.
I have been journaling. I'm not sick.
My anxiety comes from this one.
Why? Hiro, can you move, please? We're kind of doing something. Can I help you? Hiro. Okay, it's fine. So wait, there was something I was gonna say. Oh, so I have been meditating and journaling, and it's been helpful. And it's some app that I really, really like. It's called hold on.
Is it Calm?
It's called my folder is called Calm. And I have 5 apps. I have Headspace, which I was subscribing to, but as of January 21st, I'll be able to get a year of Headspace for free because I have because of my medical insurance,
okay,
which I'm switching to I'm switching from because it's too expensive, but that doesn't matter. The app that I use is called Gratitude, and I like it. You can add pictures and stuff, so I add like really like silly pictures.
And adding silly pictures to your meditation app is helpful because when you're meditating, you're looking at silly pictures.
No. I'm saying when I'm journaling, I like to
journaling.
add
Illustrations,
Yeah, so like here's something that I added.
things you can catch: a coal, these hands; the bus, these hands; a ball, these hands; these manos, these hands. Don't forget these hands.
Yeah, because someone had
Okay.
gotten on my nerves that day, and I was like, you know what? Instead of me flipping out, I'm gonna just journal. And then I found a funny meme that made me laugh, and I didn't flip out that day.
All right, well that's good. So
Yeah.
instead of being aggressive to people, you're being aggressive on paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, one of my really good friends from med school, we started out of med school together, but then he left and he went to acupuncture school. Kasunga is on Headspace. And Kasunga Jiskombe, he is a doctor of acupuncture. And sometimes you can hear his voice and see his little face. Actually, I like Headspace a lot too because they have like a lot of Black people on there.
Oh.
They have like they even have like meditations. Well, it's like you can set intentions. They have like Kevin Hart on there. So sometimes when I go running, like Kevin Hart's on there and he's like telling you jokes and like motivating you and stuff. And then there's a gang of people. When I first got Headspace, it was like this British dude and like some other dude, but now there's like a lot of Black people on there, which I really like.
And it's helping you.
Yeah, it's helpful. I mean, it doesn't mean, again, that like, people like sometimes, here's what I'm gonna say. Sometimes people do deserve these hands, but I have to remember, I pay a lot to get my nails done. I really like my nails. And B, like, I just don't, like, I talked about this a little bit last time. I just really don't feel like expending that type of energy. Because you know what I did yesterday?
What type of energy?
I just don't, because
having people catch these hands.
Well, because I don't want to like, get upset.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I get upset, it just takes a lot for me to just, bring it back down. So I don't want to do all that. I swear there was something I was going to mention today and it completely slipped my mind. And it doesn't. Yeah, because when I get upset, it just takes a lot for me. You could just hit the down button like this and then it'll just be gone.
I thought the volume was down, but I guess it wasn't.
I guess it wasn't.
Okay.
So yeah. Well, what has been going on in the world over the past couple of weeks? Well, Omicron is, in full force every day, every like few hours, every couple hours, legit, from my job. Oh, I remember what I was going to mention to you. I'm getting like emails from my job, like, not this particular employee, but like an employee at this site has, tested positive for coronavirus and blah, blah, blah. So that's out there.
So your job is like everywhere else.
Yeah, it's like everywhere else. Idris has a booster, his coronavirus booster tomorrow. I usually because I'm just, I don't know, like I'm like nobody's gonna stop me from like, doing what I need to do. When you text me like, oh, the FDA just approved of, coronavirus for booster shots, I'll go to like the CVS or Walgreens website and make an appointment, but I'll just like change Idris's date of birth.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get there, I'm like, oh, I made a mistake.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm like, what you gonna do? Nothing. So give him the booster and so we can leave. This is what I was gonna mention to you. Okay, so I have a friend who is a friend of the show, let's just say. And okay, so how would you handle the situation?
Okay.
Right. So what happens when like you're a Black person, your superior is a Black person, but your superior is really just
This is having a white boss a Black boss in a white company, or a Black boss in a Black company.
a Black boss in a white company who is significantly going above and beyond, like just being completely out of pocket, like saying all kinds of things like, why are you so pressed? Why are you so pressed today? Yeah, stuff like that. So like, how would you, I think we talked about this briefly, but like, well, okay, maybe we didn't, but like, how would you handle the situation? Because I'm sure, you know.
Can I just ask a couple of questions?
Sure.
Is the manager significantly older?
I would say like 15 years.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. And is the manager, is your friend moving up quickly in terms of his or her rank?
She is essentially where she's likely going to be.
So no more progress up.
Right.
But so the manager or that manager or another manager will always be that person's.
Just for clarification, this new manager.
Oh, it's a new manager.
This manager is new. So there's also that sense of like, well, I got to show these white people that just because I'm Black and this person's Black, that I'm not going to let this person, like, there's a lot of
making sure that people don't think that you know, this is my buddy.
Right. But then trying to speak to the employee who's under them, not only as if they were a buddy. Oh, okay. 1 second. I don't know why it does this. It's very annoying. Okay, sorry. We should be back in a second. Okay. Not only as if they were a buddy, but just very like a little too familiar, but also in a way that's condescending.
So tone has a lot to do with
tone. And right. And I am not, this isn't happening to me, but I am not one for like, you know, like I'm like, you need to fix your face and change your tone.
And does your friend feel comfortable having this conversation with the new manager?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why don't we role play?
Oh, okay. Who am I?
I'm your friend and you're the manager.
I need to be the friend and you can be the manager.
But I don't know how to be out, you know, just I don't know. I will try to be inappropriate, but that you know how to be inappropriate. I'm not good at
wait. Hold on. Pause, because now I'm getting hot. Okay, you are lying, right? You are lying. It is 5:17 p.m.
I am not inappropriate at work. I am not. I may be inappropriate in my private life, but I am not inappropriate at work.
First of all.
What? With your askew glasses.
Because I am just like, excuse me, stop it.
All right, go ahead. Let's start. I'll be the new and inappropriate manager. How's that? And you can be your friend.
Okay.
And I'm about 15 years your senior, and I'm new on the job. And what kind of business is this?
This is HR.
They work in HR? Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if role playing is really going to.
Let's try. Okay.
Well, I don't. Okay. How is it supposed to start?
So I will be inappropriate. I'll be the manager, and I'll say something to you. You are at your desk. Are they on site, or they're being? There's
distance.
Okay.
But I think like sometimes it's a blend. It's a mixed.
Okay.
Thing.
Kinshasa.
Excuse me, that is my name. Okay, so this is over. This role play is over. We are done here. Kinshasa, you name me the capital
me to be inappropriate. I'm the well.
First of all,
and
that's not my name.
My response is, oh, sorry.
Let's just say your name
someone,
is Deborah,
okay.
and my name is
Kathy.
Indigo.
Oh, and I'm okay, and I'm the new
No,
manager.
I'm saying it should be something very different because this person may be like,
and I'll be like,
what's wrong with your name?
Well, that's where I was about to go. So
right.
Your parents named you like what? Blue, purple? Like where'd that name come from?
Yes, it came from the color wheel.
Why?
Because they thought it was a nice color.
Oh.
What does your name mean?
Deborah?
Yes.
Well, in the Bible, I was the mother of some saint. I can't remember.
Okay.
But, it's a biblical name.
Are you the mother of a saint?
I don't think my teenagers are saints now.
Now you got teenagers?
Well, I'm in my 50s. I made that up. You want me to roll?
Oh, okay.
So now, what do you have going today? Tell me what your day is going to look like. Because I know you like to take long lunches. Sometimes I'm looking for you and I can't find you. Where do you go to lunch anyway?
Okay, we need to stop this. Okay, because I can't. Okay, I am not used to being in this position. Okay. We need to pause this because I can't do this.
Well, see.
No, I can't.
Right,
I can't. This is why I work alone, and this is why I had so many problems in med school.
So, suggestion-wise, let me just make a suggestion to your friend. Your friend and your friend's boss are both HR professionals.
Yes.
And ordinarily,
okay, I'm just going to adjust the camera.
Ordinarily, when one encounters a circumstance like this, one might go to HR for suggestions. Now, this new manager, I don't know if this means the manager is the head of the department. I don't know if this manager is the head of HR for everything, but frequently managers have bosses and before this new manager came in, there were probably other people in HR. And if the new manager and I are the only Black people in this HR community, if we are the only Black people in this HR community, then I would probably go to one of the HR professionals who's kind of on my manager's level.
Yeah.
And say, I'm kind of having I think it may be a cultural clash, only because I think the style of how I'm used to us operating here, Deborah's style is a little different and it's throwing me off. Oh, how so? Well, for example, I don't know. It feels to me like she's scrutinizing me and critiquing me in front of other people when I'm not sure that the issue that she's raised is valid. I don't know that it's valid, but if it is, then why not talk to me one-on-one?
Right. This was one-on-one conversation.
But did it happen just once? It's been happening numerous times. So one-on-one, she's having conversations with your friend, and one-on-one, she's been criticizing her a lot. Your friend may need to look at whether they're trying to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what happens is people come onto a new job and a part of their portfolio is to have more turnover or shrink the department.
Right.
So your friend should take a very close look at who her support and allies are. Take a look at her most recent performance evaluations. And as HR, your friend knows whether they're trying to shrink the company, whether they're trying to get people to take buyouts, whether they're planning to lay people off, all the above. And then your friend, should determine whether or not this is something, I know people who have come to me and said, listen, I know the company is thinking about doing blah, blah, blah. I'd be interested in a buyout if any are being offered.
Okay.
Right. I mean, nothing personal. Okay.
Right. Okay. So Cheryl R. Lee said, since Black women are stereotyped as so-called sapphires, for HR, to refer to me as press would be hugely problematic. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's why when this came to my attention, I was like, wait, aren't you like, because I was like, well, who do you go to? It just
Right.
got like really, really weird.
You still have to go to HR. You do want to be on record somewhere, whether it's brief in an email. Hey, can I talk to you about a conversation that I had with Deborah that I'm a little puzzled by? That's a record.
Right.
Um, it may be that Deborah says something to you verbally, and when you go back to your place of solace, you say, Deborah, I just want to follow up on the conversation we had today. And you have a record and you shared it with her. I will tell you that throughout my career, every time something crazy was said to me, I'd be like, participate in whatever the back and forth was. But I'd go and on my calendar, I would make a note of the date and time that so and so said what to me and how I thought that was,
like this bitch lost her mind today, and let me write it down because that's me too. Like I always
but you would never.
Well, no, I'm just saying like yes, I definitely. I mean, just I leave notes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
All over the place.
Makes perfect sense to do that
because people forget. Sometimes people, I mean, obviously, like the human memory is not going to be accurate.
Oh, I meant to write that down.
No, I did. You meant to, but I did.
Make it as important as I gotta go to the bathroom.
Right, I'll be right back.
And it may be that when that conversation is over and you have ostensibly gone to the bathroom, you are sitting there writing. And it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to write a whole lot. It's just a few sentences, date and time. You know how sometimes what we've been seeing in this hashtag Me Too stuff and the accusations come, and during the investigation or the trial or whatever, somebody from the past says, oh no, I remember that day. Because on that day, Karen called me and said that, Jonathan said blah, blah, blah to her. And she was very upset. Having some kind of recollection, some kind of verification that something happened at that time. We can argue in court forever as to the veracity of what you told, Miranda. But Miranda remembers, because she was really upset that day. Those things have weight. And so when you make a note to yourself, and you can go back in that time period and say, here's my notebook from back then. Here's what I wrote. Oh, okay.
Okay, so look, interestingly, you were Deborah and I was Indigo, and we were role playing. Indigo Blue 12 on Instagram said, I have
a real person.
I've had my boss call me sir in front of group meeting teams. I'm a Black woman with very short haircut. Keep notes.
Why?
Bitch, I will slap you for everybody. Don't even play with me like that.
Did that happen? Indigo, what's her name?
Indigo Blue 12.
Could you please, come back on here and say whether this person said it once or this person has said it more than once?
Oh, sorry, I didn't read it correctly. I've had my boss call me sir in front of a group meeting Teams, or like a group meeting in the Teams app.
Oh.
Like, because it's possible that they were just typos, and I'm just reading it wrong. So
okay, well, we need some clarity.
We need some clarification. Yeah. Also, Indigo, I like your name, so don't let anybody.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
Yeah, don't let anybody stop you. So anyway, so yeah, that was something that I thought about, just because when my friend told me what happened, I was like, I will come to New York right now.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
I do not like, I don't.
Yeah, well, see, there's a way of handling it.
I mean, of course I didn't go to New York, but I'm just saying, like, when things happen, and I know that life isn't fair, and I can accept that, but there comes a breaking point for me. I'm saying me, myself personally, when I feel like something is not fair, like when we were in medical school, and I was doing, and I think I actually spoke with you about this.
Okay.
we were on call as med students, and like they would not provide us a place to sleep.
Wow.
And so I'm calling people. So I spoke with the head of the department, of the OB-GYN department at St. Barnabas. And then finally he was like, we're not we're not supposed to give you anything. You're here to learn. I was like, first of all, you sound crazy. So like anytime I'm in a position where I guess I am not running things and I get met with some sort of,
Isn't that why they reordered the whole internship residency thing? Because the hospitals were overworking and therefore mistakes were likelier to happen. Right. So they changed a lot of that.
but that right
But
years
in your
later,
era, right, in your era, that is what was going
oh,
on.
Danielle, this is at St. Barnabas. So let me tell. Okay, so let me tell you what happened in the Bronx. And let me tell you what happened. So I was like, oh, really? So we're not supposed to sleep? Was we supposed to learn? Okay, fine. They were like, well, you can sleep in these really uncomfortable chairs. I was like, you've lost your entire mind. So I went to go speak with the dean of students. I think that's what the position was called at my med school. And this person says to me, oh, well, according to like the contract or whatever, like, in fact, yeah, like they're not obligated to provide you with places to sleep. And I just was like, okay, fine. If this is what you guys are going to be on, I'm going to terrorize you all every day. So I did.
What does that mean?
So I came in an hour late. I come in 15 minutes late. I would leave early. I was like, I don't even want to be here, so I'm not going to do what I want to do.
How did that impact their evaluation of you?
I mean, it didn't matter because ultimately I graduated. So,
well, I mean, yeah. So, but that can't work for everybody.
No, I'm not saying work for. I'm saying I'm a very persistent, petty person, and I'm not saying do what I did. I'm just saying when I'm faced with nowhere else to turn, then I get incredibly wild.
I had a boss at 30 Rock who, I may have told this before, about planned a trip. He planned a trip for us.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the foolishness.
And the whole point of him saying to me, hey, did you make your hotel reservations yet? No, it's a week away, and we're only going from New York to Boston. It's a shuttle, and well, don't worry about it. I'll have my assistant do it. Okay, and you'll stay with me, he said. And I said, you mean I'll stay in the same hotel as you? No, you'll be staying with me in my suite. Now,
I don't know,
there's a whole bunch of ways to respond to that, but
you can get kicked in the throat.
No, well, I said to him,
that's always an option.
I said to him, you've seen my husband, right? And he said, yeah, sure. And I said,
what's up, Adam Van Pagan? That's a great name. Sorry.
I said, you've seen my husband, right? He said, well, yeah, sure. And I said, then you know that in my whole life, I've never fucked ugly, and I'm not about to start with you. Oh my God,
I
Paula.
didn't even mean it like that. Like, yes, Paula. You did. Stop playing with me.
He says,
yes, you did.
Now it's just him and me, and we're in the hallway on the 7th floor, 30 Rock.
Like, I'm stupid.
He says, oh my God, Paula, I was just joking. I said, yeah, me too. And I walked away. Right. Now, what I'm saying is, did I write that down? Damn sure I wrote that down. Did he write that down?
No, because he did not. Because he felt stupid.
No, it's not a matter of feeling stupid. It's that he was super high in the corporation, and I was reasonably high in the corporation. And he was a white man, and I'm a Black woman. And that exchange, had I taken all kinds of steps, could have gotten to be very ugly. What I'm getting at here is you have to figure out, when we were doing the thing earlier and I said, okay, let's role play, your friend should actually find a buddy. If she can't role play in her head and figure out the next time this woman says X, Y, and Z to me, here's what I'm probably going to say back. I role play and I figure out what is the best response I'm going to give. Because if somebody comes at me once in a power play, they're likely going to come at me again, and I have to be ready. So you got to figure out whether you're going to go straight for it, whether it's going to be, shrouded in subtlety and sarcasm. And you can be as sarcastic as you want when nobody else is around, because you
Right.
can argue, no. That wasn't my tone. That's not how I meant it. I'm sorry you took it that way.
You about to take this slap across your face the right way. I don't like stuff like that.
Well, who does? I mean,
I know, but it's just
nobody does. But this is a world where what?
No, it just like it just like stuff like that. Just I do a lot of deep. I meditated. Not that I meditated before you got here for a particular reason. That's just the time that I had. But like I meditate every like because if I don't, I can feel it coming. I could just. That's why I had to stop. Y'all know about that app next door where all your crazy neighbors get on it and just be wild. I can't be on because people are crazy.
Well, I'm on next door.
Especially these white people around
I'm
here.
on next door every day, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't interact. I read what they're saying, and I read for the things to know what's going on in the neighborhood. But I get to a point where then it's like, and then I move away from it. I don't keep reading all the time.
It just reminds me of like the. It reminds me of the ridiculousness of humanity.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at these people.
And sometimes
look at these people.
Sometimes I have the stamina to consume their ridiculousness at a distance in the first person, right? Meaning that sometimes I want to see these fools really wrote that. That person really wrote it. They really
and left it there and walked away like, okay, I'm finished.
And I read it and I go, wow.
Look at you.
All right.
Wow.
And then of course there are times where if you were that engaged, you can always block you. It allows you to block people, so you never.
Yeah, but I just want to block like it's too
toxic.
Yeah, it's too toxic. It honestly it reminds me of Facebook and why I haven't been on Facebook in probably 3 years.
Yeah, I don't take it that way.
Like there came a point where I was like, no, like y'all really just come up on here to argue.
They do.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is not.
It's like I was going into my lobby the other day, and there was an older man.
What lobby?
I made this up.
Oh,
I was going into my lobby the other day, and there was an older man who was blocking my way. And then somebody on next door will write, "What's wrong with you? You don't like older people? Is this a problem you have?" I didn't say that. That was just a description. Well, why would you pick that out? I mean, there's all kinds of other. Was he black? I mean, and it always gets to that.
It always devolves like around here. It always devolves to like
it always gets
homeless people. Those are the best posts, by the way, because
well, you know the person around here, Jonathan, the crazy. Oh, you don't know about Jonathan?
No, because I'm not on next door.
Jonathan has had,
death threat.
He's been taken away numerous times.
On next door,
he roams your neighborhood.
Who
He's down there by the LA River. He's by Vaughn's. He's all over here. And he has attacked people. He has actually hit people with rocks. And I don't mean a little rock.
You mean a homeless person?
He's a homeless black man by the name of Jonathan. The whole neighborhood here knows about Jonathan. And they will tell you, if you look, they keep posting photos of him. They will tell you whatever you do not look him in his eyes, because he takes that as a challenge. Jonathan has picked up chairs and thrown them at people. Jonathan has walked in the middle of traffic and just banged on parked cars.
Jonathan throwing chairs at white people.
Jonathan's throwing chairs at everybody.
I don't know. I bet you me and Jonathan would get along. Well, I'm not saying I want, but I'm saying I get along with unsavory. No,
they have photos of Jonathan. They found I think he was in the Navy. So Jonathan actually had a really decent life.
Yeah, but
then he has just devolved into the guy. There's like signals that go out when Jonathan is released.
Jonathan out here. Jonathan and
you go into next door and type in Jonathan. They post pictures of Jonathan when he's out. It's like, everybody be careful.
Is he light skin, dark skin?
No. He's brown skin.
Okay.
And he has, he's got black people hair.
Yeah, he's black. Okay. No, I've never.
Jonathan is a black. Oh. He goes up and down Ventura. He chases people. He chases people with baby carriages, chases them with their dog. Jonathan don't care. Jonathan, and what happens?
Okay, Jonathan sounds like some of my patients. Jonathan probably could benefit from being a patient of mine.
He
honestly.
probably could be, but the police pick Jonathan up and they tell all the residents until Jonathan breaks the law, there
Right.
isn't anything we can do.
Right. Well, Jonathan, you know what? Don't throw chairs at baby carriages. But you know what? I understand how you feel sometimes.
Don't worry about you, because you could easily flip to that.
I mean, okay, first of all, not really. First of all, the last time I got into a fight was 1994.
Jonathan ain't getting into fights.
Jonathan's like assaulting people.
Jonathan's being aggressive and people run. Okay, that's not a fight.
I haven't been like actively aggressive towards somebody. I mean, unless you count when that. No, that wasn't. No, that's when that woman came up to my car and I got up and I scared her.
That was right before the pandemic started.
It was.
Right.
I was like, "You gonna leave your kids in this car and come and try to talk to me?"
So
I was like, "If you don't get away from me, I will throw you to the ground."
The only reason
At the carpool, at drop off for school,
in front of all the
in front of I was like,
administrators.
"Bitch." But then she tried to lie on me.
Right.
And then the parents and the kids were like, "Oh no, that's not what happened. That's what happened." And then
she's a Karen, she's lying.
Right. And then the principal had to, and then the white woman went and tried to talk to the principal, and the principal was like, "Well, the funny thing about it is that we already checked the cameras. Everybody came up to me and told me what happened, and actually you were the aggressor." So I'm not an active aggressor, but I mean, you know, if you want, what did I say at the beginning? You can catch these manos.
Don't start.
These hands.
Don't start. Don't be none.
You can catch dos manos. You can even catch some feet. But, you know, I don't want to big up Jonathan, but I mean, Jonathan, if you know.
Don't big up Jonathan.
I'm not bigging up Jonathan, but Jonathan, if you want some help, you might want to come to darkmatterpsychiatry.com. That's my new private practice. All y'all out there who, you know, are like really actively seeking. I take insurance. Also, you know, if you don't have insurance, or if you have insurance and you want to, like, you know, have me give you a super bill that you could submit to insurance. Hey, I'm here for all your needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jonathan, if you out there, like, hit me up.
Jonathan is not on this, so
we don't know that.
Yeah. Well,
maybe when Jonathan takes his meds, he'd be like, you know what? Darkmatterpsychiatry.com.
Okay. Well, I tried to schedule a gyne appointment.
Well, can I slow down?
I tried to schedule a gyne. I kept coughing. I don't know what that is. I tried to schedule a gyne appointment and found 2 black females, and neither of them take my insurance.
Right.
Now, my insurance these days is Medicare plus. I have United Healthcare, you know, supplemental.
Right.
And they don't take it, and the visit is like $200 plus.
Some kind of tastes like dirt on the back end. You don't taste like dirt to you?
The answer is no.
Okay.
So, what I'm curious about is it that is that a service that a lot of doctors don't take?
No, I mean, it's really
because I'm on Medicare. I now have I'm old enough for Medicare.
No, if you have Medicare, everybody take that. But I think some people like, I'm not dealing with insurance. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to get this money.
Well, I was hoping to have a black gynecologist, but I guess it ain't gonna happen.
Did you go on ZocDoc? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm not happy about this because it's like,
I hate going to gynecologist. Sorry, I do.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let me go put my feet up and have somebody.
I'm like, I'm cool. I'm fine. I'll do it.
It's time for me to have that kind of exam.
Like, give me that lab slide. I'll do it for you. I already know what kind of Zod use and everything. Bye.
You're disgusting.
No, I'm not. I'm like, I don't want you all up in there. And then it'd be all cold.
Imani.
It's not my body. It's my cervix is cold. too. I'm like, at least make the room warm. Something. Give me a heat lamp. Anyway, let me see.
Did we ever hear from Indigo again?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I went to try and look to see. Hold on. Indigo Blue 12. If you out there, we would like some more information as far as you being called sir by your manager, if this happened on one occasion or more than one time. Because people used to try to do that to me too. Like, oh, like when I would be on planes, and then like when I was younger, and and this one flight attendant was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at your jeans." I was like, "You sound stupid."
You mean your tight-fitting jeans?
I'm like 19. I was like, "Ma'am, you sound dumb."
Well, when Idris was
God,
not as tall as he is now, sometimes we'd be on a plane or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and they would refer to him as.
He is so beautiful. She's so pretty.
And I'd say,
that is a whole.
And I'd say it's my grandson. Oh, and I can see some people be like, well, I couldn't really tell because of the hair, and I would say, you know what? I don't need to know why you couldn't tell.
Right.
I'm merely telling you.
See.
Don't refer to him again as a she, because he's not. Right now, I doubt very seriously that mistake
Did
you
say, I don't need to know? Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
You didn't.
What I said was.
Oh, I thought you did, because that really felt like something you would say.
In my mind, right. I could have said that.
Well, look at you turn into a new person.
But I'm trying.
Because the person I know.
My grandson is sitting there, and I don't want him to be the subject of the cause for a lot of, So I would just.
Cause of what?
A back and forth between me and a stupid person. It never happened with black flight attendants, right?
No,
because first of all, they see the name, right?
Right.
And they know this is a boy, right?
Right.
It's like, sweetie, honey, can I get you a? And I'd be like, well, let me see what's coming next. Oh, is this your daughter? No, this is my grandson. His name is Idris. Oh, your hair is so pretty.
Get out of here. No, I don't want anything. If I want something, I press the button.
And he hears nothing anyway because he's got earphones on all the time. It's me who has to deal with the.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think Idris has ever really seen me spaz out on anybody. I mean, he knows that I have, and definitely knew it happened because there were other people who could vouch for what. Oh no, he saw me spaz out on that woman that one time, but he laughed afterwards. I was like, in the carpool.
Carpool.
I was like, yeah.
Well, what do the people ask? What are they talking about?
Basically just what we've been discussing.
Okay.
Call your health. Miss Tracy, 58 said to call your health insurance and ask for physicians to take your insurance. Naturally. Okay.
I don't like to call anybody. I'm gonna go on my
I have to
see if there's a website or something.
I actually had some time. I got finished early today, and I started making phone calls. I actually calling people, like calling companies, because I was just going through like my account statements, and I was like, hold up, what's that? No. No.
I don't like to talk to people.
I mean, honestly, I don't really like talking to people either. I mean, I like talking to y'all, but y'all don't really talk.
And I said I don't like to talk to people on the phone.
No, I don't like that. Okay, that is a lie. That is an absolute
lie.
Mom,
I talk on the phone.
Yes, all the time.
It's part of my work, but I don't like it.
Okay, but then I'm not even gonna get into it.
I don't initiate. I rarely initiate phone calls, and when I reach out to you, it's always FaceTime. Why? Because I don't.
I know, but then I don't
like to put the phone up to my ear.
I know. Then don't put it up to you. Put it on speaker. And thank you for finally obliging me, because I hate FaceTime. Like, do not FaceTime me. That's why, honestly, like, who was it? Alicia was like, yo, she said, oh yeah, she said every time I text you, it always says your notifications are silenced.
They always say it to me too.
Yeah, I'm like, because I got when iPhone came out with the notifications, like you want work, work filters, personal filters, do not. I'm like, yup, no. And there's only like 3 people that can get through.
And I'm not one of them.
You are one of them.
Mine says your notifications are on silent.
That's everybody.
Okay.
That's just blanket. But like if you text me, I'll get it.
Oh, okay.
For everybody else, like I won't get it. I'm like, no, I won't talk to you.
I feel special.
Okay. Alicia said, I'll press that button to notify you anyway. Elizabeth Mackey asked, how come you don't like talking to people? I really have never liked talking on the phone. Ever. Like even as a kid. Like that whole stereotype of like teenagers on the phone, like, oh, what's up? Like I really
For me,
I don't like talking
on the phone is work. That's work. That's work. And I, as you very well know, I have never had an answering machine.
No, you haven't.
I've never had an answering machine, and I sometimes forget to retrieve voicemails left on my phone because the way I figure it, anybody who really wants to reach me knows how to reach me. If you called and I didn't answer the phone,
then I don't want to talk to you.
Which I never answer that phone. The best way for you to reach me is to text me.
I say it on my voicemail.
But I'm not telling people that because people who know me know, don't call me, text me.
No, I'll say it. I'm like, I don't even know why you're trying to leave my message.
Yeah, leaving a message for me is sometimes that's not wise.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I never really. No. If I call some like with I would say with the majority of the people who I know, if I call, it's because like there's something pressing or like urgent. But like, yeah, I mean, even back in the 90s when we had like landline. Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm like my friends are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm
nothing.
Not watching TV. So what you gonna do? Get off the phone? I'm like, I don't like. I'll go and visit you, or you can come up, but like, I don't want to talk to you on the phone. That's just kind of annoying to me. Hey, Mom, what intentions have you set for the new year?
I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe
how
in
you
that.
are. Oh my God.
I
already knew how you was gonna act.
A year started, and I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. A year started.
No, that's
better.
That's a resolution.
Okay.
Those are finite and apt to fail because they're based upon like whims.
So what's all right? So ask me the question again.
Okay, so
because I'm like,
okay,
no,
what intentions have you set for the new year? It's gonna be the same response. Watch.
What intentions have I set for the new year? You mean like I plan to do this and I plan to do that?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Exactly. Okay.
Whatever goal I had 2 years ago, if it was going to be a 5-year goal, I'm still working on it. If I planned last week to do something, it was something that was within reach, I probably already did it. I don't have the one day I'm going to do blah. I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, I was petty on December 31st and I was petty 8 hours later. So, nothing like I mean, the notion of like whenever there's a new year, it always reminds me of like the faulty notion of like the Western notion of time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Like people like, so how's the New Year's? I'm like, I fell asleep at like 9:30. Like that is my goal. Like every New Year's Eve, I'm like, oh.
How does it feel to be fill in the blank age?
Same. I'm 46. Same. That's cool.
And it's not said in a spirit of it doesn't matter.
What's up, Idris? What are you doing? Would you like to come and sit? Okay. Oh, look, it's Idris. What are you gonna sit at? Just sit in the middle. Oh, it looks like your jeans got wood on it.
They do. It's bark. And it's kind of stretchy. I had them made in China.
Oh.
You pick fabric and you have it made.
Hey,
the people haven't seen you in a long time.
What are your intentions? Bye, Russell.
Bye, Russell.
See you later.
Bye, Russell.
Hey Idris, what intentions have you set for 2022?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Have a good time at school,
Yeah.
do stuff.
I'm just chilling.
Harold, you asleep, so you should go back to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. What intentions? Hey, Imani, what intentions have you set for 2022? I intend to get less irritable this year, but I'm well
I
now.
don't know
Your
about
your face,
that.
okay.
You intend to
I
be less
intend,
irritable?
like I intend to be less irritable this year. You know what? Okay, I intend. I swear to God, I was about to knock over the whole camera, the whole setup, and it's so trite. I intend to do things not because I'm trying to like obtain a goal. Like I'm doing things because I want to like feel better and like
Or they're interesting.
yeah, like in terms of like lifestyle. Like a few years ago when I would work out, it was like, oh, I gotta work out because like I need to, I gotta let all these hoes know in these streets what's up. And that's not my intention anymore because A, we're not going anywhere, and B, I don't care about these hoes.
Right, and see, that's not a motivator.
I'm saying back then it was, but I don't care. I'm out here. I'm living my life. Oh, you know what I did yesterday? That was so fun.
What?
Okay, so this is gonna sound really like stupid, but if you have OCD like me, I was like, this is the most fun thing ever. Oh my God. So me being me, I bought a bunch of seeds. And
I have some seeds for you to germinate.
Which seeds? What kind are they?
They are yellow, red, and orange bell peppers.
Okay, perfect. So me being me and ODing, I was like, oh, look at this packet of kale seeds that I bought. I'm going to pour all of them into this egg carton and see which ones grow. Of course, like the majority of them did. So what I had to do yesterday was I had to go in and carefully tease them out.
So you didn't tear the roots?
It was so fun. Oh my God, I had so much fun.
Well, you showed them to me, what, 2 weeks ago?
No. Now they're in a new...
No, I get it. You said you were going to be pulling them apart. And I was like, oh, that's so good. So you're doing all the stuff your grandmother did.
I guess so. It's just so fun.
Do you remember when you were little? And by the way, at 1 a.m., I don't know why, but what popped into my head was, what was our address in Liverpool, New York? And I lay there, and just like that, it was 8230 Elaine Circle.
Elaine Circle, yeah.
And I was like, why?
I remember our address in Arlington.
What's Arlington?
What's our address? What was our address in Arlington?
It was like, no. I'm getting Houston and the Arlington.
It was something court.
It was Madrid
Court in Darlington Gardens. That was the name of the little complex.
Oh.
Dallas, Arlington, Darlington. Yeah, it's not my fault.
Oh, it's so
It is
corny. Oh my God.
But it popped into my head and I was like, wow. And then I tried to remember, what was the address of the place where we lived when you were born?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Right. And it was 55 Grampian Road, Liverpool, New York.
Okay, I think that's on my birth certificate. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Do you have your birth certificate?
Of course.
Do you have my birth certificate?
Oh, yes. And it is pristine.
I have copies of them filed. I have them digitally.
If you don't have a birth certificate, were you not legally born?
You were legally born. You just weren't registered.
You're just not legal, I guess.
You're just not registered. My mother's mother did not file her birth certificate until she was 26 years old.
Yeah.
And my mother forced her to do it because she wanted to leave Jamaica and come to the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I going
anyway,
to...
so the whole point about your intention to be, what is it, more tolerant? Is that what she's
not as irritable.
Not as irritated with people. But I think that's hard. I mean, I'm aware. I mean, that's just going to be a lifelong goal.
Well, the thing is that you have always been sassy. You were a sassy baby. You were a sassy toddler.
What does that mean? I was a sassy baby.
You were sassy as a baby. You had a personality as a
Yeah,
baby.
I
You
was.
weren't like, let me just stick something in my mouth and let me have it to eat.
Of course,
You
you were
weren't-
sassy baby.
I was fun as a
Let all
baby.
these whole baby hoes know what was,
Oh my
what was
God.
good in these baby streets.
Mm-mm.
First of all, Trey,
Mm.
you over there like a lump of coal. I'm out here being sassy and cute.
When you were 2.5, 3 years old, and my father kept pronouncing your name Imani
I was
as a
5,
as a Jamaican.
and that was it.
You were not 5 years old.
Okay, fine.
You were
I mean,
right, Imani. And she walked over to him, and she
Okay, I did not walk over like this. Okay,
and,
that
and she
is
put her
not
hands
how
on
I
both
did it.
sides of his face, and she said, "Grandpa, my name is Imani. Imani. Say it. You can say it." And his eyes, he didn't move his face. His eyes, he looked at me, and I was like, nobody talks to my father that way. Nobody. Maybe somebody touched his face like that. I never did.
Until
And then
Danielle said it's Capricorn behavior. It is
She-
Capricorn behavior.
she's like, say it. You can say it.
Yeah,
and
do it. Sure.
he said, Imani. She said, good. And she turned around and walked away. I was like,
No.
oh my God. So this you and the sassy, it's my world, and what are you doing in it, has been you since birth. So I don't know about the intention to be what? The intention to not be that anymore? Is that what you're saying?
No.
don't want me irritable.
No, I just want to not have people get on my nerves as often as they potentially could.
Then calm your nerves down.
I don't know how to do that. First of all, my nerves are calm. It's everybody else out here.
Based on what you told me when I was little, you have a lot of lax nerves.
You can go. Okay. You can go. You a last nerve.
You mean you were on her last nerve all the time?
All the time.
Mm-mm-mm. And
Okay.
see, I never said anything like that to you.
Mm.
I never said anything like that to her. I didn't. I'd be like, Imani, go sit down.
That is okay. First of all,
Go
you
sit down.
Except the cursing thing when the door was open.
Oh, I told him the story about you getting grounded for cursing in the house.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
We were in the brownstone. She and Leah, their bedrooms were on the top floor. And I was on the top floor to do something in back in the days of no cell phones and landlines. Imani was maybe a high school sophomore. And she was on the phone saying, well, fuck that, and blah, 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 blah. And I
You mean like I talk right now?
all right, and I knocked on the door, and her face was frozen. She was like, I said, perhaps you should hang up. I said, so listen, I know you curse. You know you curse. Teenagers have been cursing since the beginning of time. But the trick is to not get caught cursing at your age.
So
in
go
front
back
of
to
your
your
parents.
floor.
So
Go. You had the second floor. I had the third floor. You go.
whose
back
house
to-
was it?
You called me out
It was
for it
all
when I
of
was
our house.
It
downstairs.
wasn't all of our
It
houses.
was all of our house.
So I said, you're grounded for a week. You have to learn how to be more judicious with your speech when you are at home and your door is open.
It don't matter because she would always forget that I was grounded because I was always grounded.
You were not always
Look how
grounded.
that worked. No, you'd be like, "Are you grounded?" I was like, "Well, yeah, till Tuesday." Ha ha, suckers.
You were not always grounded.
Yes, I
You
was.
were not.
Anyway,
The door doesn't keep my noise out when I'm yelling.
Oh, it came up because
Cairo, that's Idris's sock. Oh my God. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Thank you, Hyro.
mixed message.
I did it.
Mixed message.
Look. Okay. It's 6:03.
I told Idris the story because he told me that you
Got mad at me
got
for
mad at
cursing.
him for cursing, and I said,
The doors don't hold in my noise. What happens
He
in
said,
my room
he
stays
said
in
yes,
my room.
and I said, was your door closed? And he said yes.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was
I
not.
remember it being
You
closed.
was down here.
That's what he
down
said.
there.
He was down there. And I said to him,
You know what? Y'all go ahead
And
and,
I said-
y'all go ahead with
and-
your story
and
because
I
I
said
don't.
to
I
him,
don't.
'cause I thought he was
That's
in
not.
and I
No, if the door was closed, I mean, like, what do I care?
The door was- I usually-
The door was open. That's what you was about to say.
I think it was closed.
The door was open, Idris, and I said, just close your door.
It's still, you can still hear it when I close it.
Well,
It's not the point. You know what? Y'all out here lying. I'm about to go. Y'all, I'm really about to leave. No, I mean, I really am about to leave because, like, I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
It's
It's time to
always
go.
it's always the reason.
Well, yeah, it's time to go.
Okay.
It's 6:04. We've been on this for an hour and 22 minutes. So
I
anyway,
think the beginning part of it, once again, we weren't there really.
Yeah, we
You
were.
were setting up.
here we were.
Okay.
Anyway,
Are you
nerves calm right now? Yes, we're good. No, a lot is happening. Well, I would like to wish that those of you who have a lot happening that you have extra less nerves.
Oh no. Is that the wish?
Well, just so that you don't feel like you're at the end of your rope. Yeah.
I think what you should do is figure out how your nerves can be calmer.
Yes. So bye Danielle. I miss you too. Bye everybody. Bye Alicia. Bye everybody. So next week is a holiday. It's Martin Luther King
Again?
Day. Yeah, yes, Martin Luther King Day.
Next week is my birthday.
Next Tuesday is Reese's birthday.
He's gonna be how old?
15.
Reese's gonna be 15.
Gene.
So I will let you know if they'll be alive next week.
If who'll be alive?
If there will be not alive,
Be
live,
alive.
a live show. And for all you guys who got annoyed with me chewing gum, like, you know what?
I had to because my throat. Is it dry in here? I kept coughing.
Just bubble.
Oh, that's gross.
It's for you.
Okay.
Okay, bye, you guys. I'll see you next week.
Have a good week. Stay
Okay,
safe.
okay,
Stay
bye.
masked.
Okay, bye.
Get your boosters.
Don't lick other people's mouths and get COVID.
Don't lick toilet seats.
Don't lick toilet seats. Bye.
Oh, that's gross.
And
Okay.